Gerald, back again with another video. This is part two of what if Dio was good. So let's get straight into it. Last time we left off on Dario Brando, Dio's father, because Dio's not born yet. So Dario sees a carriage being getting going off a cliff. So he goes to see if there's a body or not. And so he gets down there with his wife because they were just going down the road to get to their house. And then Dario gets closer to the carriage and he sees a man named George, and he says, "Are you okay?" to George. And then George opens up his eyes and says, my wife, help them, please, please." He said, and then Dario said, "Calm down. Calm down right now. You need to calm down. I'm going to try to help you first." And then George said, "Please help my wife." And then Dario went to go check the carriage and asked his wife to stay with George. And as Dario went to the carriage, he saw that the woman who he assumes was George's wife has passed away, but their baby is still all right. So Dario grabs the baby and then he gives it over to his father, George. And then George says, "How can I ever repay you?" And Dario says, "Not right now. I need to get you to the hospital." So Dario and his wife help George get to the carriage, and George kept saying, thank you so much for helping me." And they said, "No problem." And so they got to the hospital and they left George there. And then George was walking out the window. They asked him, "What's your name? What's your both of you guys' name?" And Dario answered, "My name's Dario Brando. Dario Brando." And then George says, "I will remember that." And then he falls asleep while his baby is right next to him. And so the years gone by, and now, if you haven't watched the anime, Dario would go to prison after the scene with the carriage, but Dario is good in his what if, so he doesn't go to prison. So I'm gonna skip over 12 years into the future, and now we meet Dio Brando, honest, loving man with his parents, but now his mother died like 3 years ago, and his father Dario is coming sick with something, and Dario says to him on his deathbed, it says, "Dio, please, you need to go to this manor so you can be safe, because there's people that will care for you. His name is George Joestar. I want you to give him the most respect and tell him thank you for helping me in this rough time." And Dio says, "Okay, father, I'll help you the best way I can." So Dio started to cry because his father was dying right in front of him. So Dio said, "I'm gonna be off. I'll be back as soon as I can." But Dario didn't hear anything of it because he sadly passed away. And as Dio was there crying, he couldn't do anything about it. And he couldn't do anything about it because he was too poor. And so he vowed to his dad that he will help him in any way possible. So, and he said that what, India? Really, India? I'm trying to record a YouTube video. You're messing it up. You're really messing it up, India. Thank you, India. Okay, that was my sister. Okay, she was being weird. Anyway, as I was saying, he's going to the carriage, and he's gonna go to the manor because the Joestars are very rich, George. And that's what I'll leave off for today. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully you subscribe. The next part for part 3 is gonna be a lot more longer. I'm gonna try to make it 10 minutes. So I'll see you guys tomorrow or on Thursday. Bye.